This video is brought to you by Final One Standing at Wimbledon. Game week 2 is over and out. I picked Arsenal to beat Leeds, which they did emphatically, so I'm through to game week 3. If you are through too, the deadline is Saturday the 30th of August for Final One Standing picks, 12:29, just before Chelsea versus Fulham to get your pick in. Of course, if you've already picked the team, you cannot pick them again. I've already picked Arsenal. I picked Forest the week before, so I can't pick them again. Win, you're through. Lose or draw, you're out. Some of you would have picked Manchester United or Manchester City, which means you're out. But if you're out of the second round, there is another game for you to play. That is in the description via the website or the app. And obviously you can scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to continue with your Final One Standing picks as well. So UK and Ireland only as always, 18 and over. Please gamble aware, gamble responsibly, and keep making your picks if you're playing. My pick, I'm tussling between Manchester United at home to Burnley or Tottenham at home to Bournemouth. Tottenham maybe look a better team than Manchester United right now, but Manchester United got a better... Link in the description or scan the QR code on screen, and let's see if we make it to game week 4. Yo, people, welcome to another stream, Champions League draw. I'm probably going to try and play the audio in my headphones, so if you can hear it, let me know. I'm playing it now. If you can't hear it, then great. That means I can hear it and talk to you at the same time. So just let me know, let me know.
Just incredible. Thank you so much.
But yeah, at the moment, the draw, I mean, listen, we all know how this is going to be. It's going to be dragged out. It's going to be long. Can you guys hear it? You can hear it. Okay, cool. So obviously they're broadcasting it on TNT. I won't play it because it will be confusing for you, and then we'll be here all day. It'll be mad. But it hasn't started. You just know with these types of things, it's going to be drawn out. It's going to be long. I didn't watch the draw last year, so I don't really know how this all works. I mean, this is the first time Chelsea are in this new format, the league phase, of course. We're in pot 1, as we always are. We're always in pot 1. That's where we belong. I'm going to go through the pots in a moment, but we're in pot 1. And the league phase is, of course, just fixtures. You don't play anybody twice. It's not like the group stage of the previous setup. It's just exactly as it was in the Conference League last year, where we just played random teams, home or away, until late December, early January. Early January, I think it will be for this tournament. I can't remember exactly what the end date was for us in the Conference League. I think it was December in Kazakhstan, which we did a vlog for. But yeah. And then, you know, once we've played everybody or played whoever we have to play once, then we move on, I'm sure. To be honest, with this format, I feel even more confident progressing into the knockouts. Like, there's just so many spaces up for grabs. We all remember PSG and Man City last season, literally on the cusp of not going through, on the cusp of exiting, and they still made it. And then PSG, after basically needing to go through on the final game week, went on to win the whole damn thing. So you kind of need to keep an eye on... like what teams are struggling, what big sides are struggling. Because even if you do finish top, as Liverpool found out, you can still find yourself playing against a really, really strong team if they finish really low in the league campaign phase. So you could say, yeah, finish top of the league and then you're going to get an easier draw. But that's just not even the case. Like we said, Liverpool did that and they didn't get a great... didn't get a great draw. Apparently they're glazing the crap out of us, as they should be. We are the only club to have won it all, okay? We are the only club in the world to have won it all. So I'm expecting a massive glazing session. I'm expecting the award. We're getting an award, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, Conference League winners, Champions League winners, Europa League winners, Super Cup winners, Club World Cup winners, Intercontinental Cup winners, all sorts of winners, bruv. So, very interested. It's very weird being praised by Uefa. It's kind of impossible. It is impossible. It literally is impossible for anyone else to have done what we've done. So, yeah. All right, cool. Let me see if I can even find the pots. From what I remember about this, it's long. It's long, it's drawn out, and... I even remember mistakes being made over the years in these things. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. But it's just good to be back. It's just good to be back. I mean, how long has it been? 2 years since we was in this competition. We haven't been in it since Graham Potter going through against Dortmund and losing to Real Madrid at Stamford Bridge with a team that, as soon as it went out there, we knew we were going to lose. It was a terrible, terrible team that we picked. Barely any attackers on the pitch. I think it was like Sterling, Gallagher, and Mount or something as a front three. So yeah, peak. Let me see if I can find these pots now. Like I said, this is going to be long. It's going to be drawn out. I'm sure they've got a whole heap of waffle ahead of them. Are they awarding us now? I can't play the audio. Let me see.
Throughout, and then certainly having a successful European campaign, and then to follow that up with a successful domestic campaign, being the youngest squad in Premier League history to qualify for the Champions League. So incredibly honored to be here and to receive this award.
You mentioned your European success, recent European success, last season winning the UEFA Conference League. Now you're back in the big time in the Champions League. What does that mean for you, for the club, and what aspirations do you have?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think every club in this room has aspirations to win. We've been successful in this tournament in the past, but what matters most is what's next. And so to be here and to be a part of this tournament, it's the best concentration of football, and it's an honor for us to be here. And importantly, to be able to bring Champions League football back to Stamford Bridge is going to be special this season.
Fantastic.
Who is this man? Who is this man? I don't know, actually, on copyright, to be honest. Who is this man? Seriously. That's a question I need to ask. Who is this man? Did anybody know? Anybody find out who this man is? Where did he? Oh, he's a COO. Okay, cool. I was asking because, like, genuinely, I have no idea. I had no idea who he was, so I needed to find out. All right, let me see. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't play too many games because I actually don't know about copyright. I mean, it's on YouTube, but at the same time, yeah. Still, you don't know. You can never be too sure. So they've awarded us that now. Right, let me get all the pots up. This is going to be interesting. Who do you guys want, by the way? Can I just ask that in the chat now before I get all the pots up? Who do you guys want? What is your preference? So I'm going to go through the pots just in case you don't know them. Some people want Barca. Some people want... So let's just get this straight, right? People are saying I'm so late, but I'm literally watching on TNT. Where else can you watch this? I'm watching on TNT on YouTube. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's what everybody else is watching it on, no? Where else would I be watching this to be further ahead? UEFA's official channel. What's Fabrizio doing now? What in the main character syndrome is this? Honestly, just shush. Just shush, okay? Just for once, I don't want to hear about Fabrizio. I'm tired of listening about every single day. Don't care. Please, can we just focus on this for once? All right, so I've got TNT. I've got BBC Sport. No. Let me... UEFA.com. Amazon Prime on YouTube. Huh? What? All right, I'm watching it on TNT. If I see it anywhere else, or if I find it on anywhere else, I'll let you know. People are telling me to go on. I don't see it there. Anyway, at the moment, I think they're running ads. So let's see. All right, let's go through the pots because we didn't come here to be... Yeah, I'll check UEFA's website, but I'm going to go through the pots anyway because we're nowhere near this being drawn. Because I'm sure they're going to take a whole heap of time to go through it and whatnot. All right, cool. Pot one. Okay, cool. Pot one, we have PSG, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Dortmund, Barcelona. So if I have this correct, because a lot of you are saying you want Barcelona, can we get just one of these teams in this league phase? Because obviously the previous format, because obviously this has only been in for 1 year. But in the previous format, you would be playing nobody in pot 1. That's the whole point of being in pot 1. So why are we in pot 1 and we're still having to play these teams? So it's 2 teams, right? 2 teams from each. Okay. So 2 teams from each. So people want Barcelona. I've seen some people say they want PSG. I think I saw a clip from Chelsea saying that they're looking at PSG as well. Sanchez said something about PSG. I am now watching it on UEFA's live website. I have that up. Let's see if that is ahead of YouTube. I have it on TNT and I have it on the website on uefa.com. So we will be able to follow it. Hopefully it's ahead. Live updates. Yeah. Results. Okay, cool. So we have PSG, we have Real Madrid, we have Man City, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Chelsea, Dortmund, Barcelona, Arsenal. Okay, so now we're going into pot 2. So pot 2, Arsenal in pot 2. Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Atalanta, Villarreal, Juventus, Frankfurt, and Club Brugge, all in pot 2. You can't draw anyone from your own country, of course, in this league phase. So you won't be playing, we won't have an all-English tie, we won't have an all-French or an all-Spanish or an Italian tie. So in pot 1, we can only draw, of course, PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Dortmund, and Barca. I would actually like to play Barca because we hate Barcelona, don't we? We hate Barcelona a lot. So I would love to go up against Barcelona. Obviously, that's a very competitive game, but that's what we're here for. We're not here for, you know, to run. We're not here to run away. Let's play Barcelona. Let's play these teams. I'm absolutely down for that. So I agree with you. I mean, we just played PSG in the Club World Cup, so I probably wouldn't go with PSG. We have played Real Madrid quite often as well in recent Champions League campaigns. We played them 2 times in the last 2 campaigns. We had one with Tuchel, obviously, and the other one with Frank Lampard, I think. I would probably go Barcelona and... There's nothing really that exciting about Dortmund and Inter Milan. But if you are going on the away trip, Dortmund is a shout. And so is Inter Milan, to be fair. San Siro and obviously the Dortmund atmosphere is nuts. So, yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. We're back now with some coverage from them. I think UEFA are ahead. So I'm going to go with UEFA because they look like they're ahead of TNT on YouTube. So... they're still playing ads on the TNT coverage. Arsenal always second. New rules, apparently. You could put up the pots on screen. I could not. I could not. I'll tell you them, but that visual won't be available. I mean... if I could share screen, but I can't because I'm on OBS and it's just all complicated and difficult. Let me see. I'll just keep reading them out to you. It's a lot easier for everyone. Right, so we're getting our coverage. Yeah, TNT are really far behind. So if you're watching on TNT on YouTube, it's really far behind. I can see why people are saying now. I'm even going to close that tab. So far behind. It's a good like minute and a half maybe even behind. So I'm just going to just leave that. Matt Lord puts out a report saying Tottenham are close to agreeing a deal to sign Xavi Simons following positive talks with RB Leipzig and the player. But until transfer is confirmed, there will be nervousness over Chelsea threat. Obviously, Xavi Simons is currently in London at the moment. Leipzig gave him the opportunity to go to London 48 hours. But if he has not agreed a deal by the weekend, then they're probably going to ask for him to play a part in the weekend's game in the Bundesliga. So, look, we were linked to Fermin Lopez. At this point, I don't really care. I just want the window to close. I'm so tired of the back and forth, the long, drawn-out reporting. I like our squad. I'm not going to like one of the acquisitions. It is what it is. You can't like all of them. Once he joins, we have to back the player. We have to support the player. Hopefully, the player proves me wrong, proves a lot of people wrong. But I'm just over it now. Just hurry up and get the players in. Hurry up and get the players sold. Hurry up and close the window. Because the football is more important, to be honest. All this back and forth is exhausting. I've had a lot of transfer news this summer. I've had my meal now. I'm full. I'm tired. So they're just chatting away. Pot 2. We didn't go through all of pot 2. Pot 2 is Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Atalanta, Villarreal, Juventus, Frankfurt, and Club Brugge. We did actually. From pot 2, if I'm picking 2 teams from pot 2, I'm probably taking. Bayer Leverkusen under Ten Hag, their team, almost the whole 11 of Bayer Leverkusen has been absolutely ripped out. No Frimpong. No Jonathan Tah, I believe he moved, right? Did he? Let me know in the chat. Florian Wirtz moved. Boniface almost moved to AC Milan. I think that deal collapsed. And a few other guys as well moved. That team got absolutely ransacked. So Bayer Leverkusen would be pretty easy if we're going off the friendly. Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone. Benfica, Villarreal, Juventus, Frankfurt. I'm not really too bothered in there. We're not going to get Arsenal, so I'll take anyone in there, to be honest. I'll take anyone in there. Yeah, and then the Hiccups. He's going to Arsenal, isn't he? Yeah. So, Heine Cappy. Yeah, he's gone. So, it is what it is. Xhaka as well. Bare players, bro. Xhaka, exactly. Bare players. Gone. They only have Grimaldo, the left wing back. All right, cool. So we got pot 2 done. I'll take anyone from pot 2. I mean, if you wanted to avoid the best team in pot 2, you'd probably have to look at Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone as the team to avoid. I'm not too sure about how good Villarreal are, to be honest. I'll take anyone else, to be honest, in that pot. Pot 3 is Tottenham, PSV, Ajax, Napoli, Sporting Lisbon, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt, and Marseille. Bodo Glimt, obviously, semi-finalists against Tottenham in the Europa League last season. If you wanted a far away trip, maybe that's the one to Norway. Olympiacos will have a great atmosphere as well. Slavia Prague is a bit bland, I think. I'm not going to lie, that doesn't excite me too much, but it would be probably very favourable. Let's see. Again, Napoli's the toughest team, isn't it? You know, in pot 3. That's probably the one you'd want to avoid. Kaká, Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well. Zlatan currently in studio, they're clapping. I think they've invited Kaká to the stage. Ballon d'Or, former Ballon d'Or 2007 winner. Kaká has entered the building. Kaká, cut it back. Cut it back. Napoli, definitely the best team in pot 3. Any other team, obviously excluding Tottenham, I'm taking in pot 3. I'm not going to lie, I'm not bothered there. If you're looking for great away days, I think Bodo Glimt in Norway could be quite fun. Olympiacos in Greece definitely would be fun. Sporting Lisbon in Portugal, can't go wrong. If you like a little bit of extraterrestrial activity, then obviously Ajax in Amsterdam isn't the worst one for you. And I think Czech Republic is probably the blandest on that one there, I'll be real. Pot 4. This is where it's going to get peak. Copenhagen, I think, is in pot 4. Monaco, Galatasaray, Union. I believe this is the Belgium team, is it? I think. Qarabag. Athletic Bilbao, Newcastle, Paphos, and our Kazakhstan friends, Almaty. They, Kerat Almaty. They have our young Kazakhstan striker that we signed. I don't know how old he is. I think he's either 16 or 17. But they knocked out Celtic in the qualifying round over the last few days. So I wouldn't actually mind going back to Kazakhstan. If we draw them, that would be very funny. I am watching the draw, but they're not really drawing out any teams. They're just yapping. So I'm not watching the yapping. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. Can you imagine if we got the team from Kazakhstan? That would be insane. That would be nuts. After the after last season, after last year in the Conference League, that would be nuts if we drew them. I'll probably pick them actually. That would be so funny. I'd love that. Qarabag is not a team you usually see in the Champions League either. That's very Europa Conference League vibes there. I'm not sure who Paphos are. Obviously, we can't draw Newcastle. Let's see. But yeah, still yapping. So we're yapping. Is there any other transfer news at the moment just to keep you updated? Obviously, we dropped the Nkunku video this morning. Just about to leave for DR, and then bang, that dropped. He obviously went to Leipzig, to AC Milan. Initially, Fabrizio put it out as 30 35 million euros. Then Ornstein put it out as 42. Then Fabrizio changed his mind and he said it's 37.3 plus add-ons and a sell-on clause. I'll be honest, the sell-on clause is not really that important, I don't think. A 27-year-old going to turn 28 in November, 5-year deal. He's not really going to be sold for a lot of money in his next transfer if it doesn't work out at AC Milan. And if it does work out, they're probably not going to want to move him on. So, yeah, it's not really a lot of money on any sell-on there. He's not young. He's not got a lot of resale value. But we've sold him. He's gone. And we've got some money through the door, which is good. But, yeah, it's a good price for AC Milan. He's a good player. A lot of people obviously don't rate him now because of what happened at Chelsea. But I think he'll do well over there if he plays in the right position. Right, so what else is going on? Have I missed anything? Obviously, we have the watch-along for Chelsea versus Fulham on Saturday, 11:30 start. Tomorrow is just looking at Jackson and seeing where he goes, if he's going to go Newcastle or Bayern Munich. It seems like it's going to be one of those two. And obviously, I'm still waiting on Garnacho and I'm still waiting on Simmons or Lopez. Maybe it'll be neither. PYS, I don't think he's going to drop anything that I haven't already read from Matt Law, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, that's exactly what I already read. Yep. Yeah, we read that earlier, guys. Transfer still unconfirmed. Chelsea could still swoop in. It's up to Chelsea. You already know the player's agreed personal terms with Chelsea. He's already going to preference Chelsea over Tottenham. Chelsea go in and agree, then we get him. If we don't want him, we don't agree, then we don't get him. I don't think he's worth 70 million euros, though. If that's what Leipzig are asking for, 70 million euros, I'm not going to lie, that's not a great price. So let's see. Because Tottenham are desperate. This is the thing. So if Leipzig are... This is also dependent on Simmons. I don't know RB Leipzig's financial situation. I'm going to check his contract length actually right now. But obviously they're really desperate, Tottenham, because they need something in that attack because of Maddison's injury and Kulusevski both being out until 2025. So if they're willing to overpay, we might have to just take that on the chin. I don't know Leipzig's current financial situation if they're desperate to sell. Xavi Simons' contract expires in nope. We would be offering him a deal until 2031. His contract expires in 2027. He's got 2 years left on his deal. So this is probably the optimum time to sell if you're RB Leipzig, but I don't know their financial situation. And the player did play over the last few weekends. So it's not like as if he's putting up a crazy fuss. If he says absolutely no to Tottenham, that's where the power comes back with us. But if Tottenham agree a fee that's higher than what we want to pay and he's willing to go to Tottenham, then this is a Kudus situation. So they're just going through all the pots now. We've obviously already read out all the pots anyway. You can get 2 teams. Chat's saying 2 teams from each pot. Can't get an English team, obviously. So that limits the amount of teams we can get. We could be going back to Kazakhstan. Could be going to Norway. Could be going to Galatasaray or Olympiacos. Or it could be the Bernabeu, Barcelona. There's a lot of different options here. You can watch the draw on UEFA.com. You can also watch the draw on TNT on YouTube. Although I'm going to preface that is very delayed. So if you do watch it on TNT on YouTube, it's very delayed. I would probably advise UEFA.com. Just type in UEFA.com on Google. Go to UEFA.com's website. And then click the Champions League live draw. And you'll be able to watch it. Right. I'm not really asked. I'll be real. They're different players, Simmons or Lopez. I mean, Lopez is more of like a Enzo Fernandez, probably 8 kind of player. And obviously we've got Andre Santos, so I'd be a little bit wary of that. But he obviously crashes the box. He gets goals. I kind of likened him on my last video to like a La Masia Mason Mount when he was winning Player of the Year for us. That's kind of what I've watched. That's kind of what it feels like he's similar to. Simmons is more of a 10. More of maybe a Palmer replacement, but let's see. What is going on this screen? Are they just automatically drawing everything out? What are these badges? What's going on? What is going on here, lads? Seriously. What was that? What is going on? What? Oh, boy. stressing me out. Oh, okay. They're just drawing out who plays home and away. This is crazy. Explaining the rules. Oh, it's because I can't hear anything. That's why I don't know what's going on. All I'm seeing is like graphics, just like graphics, just like pouring out on the screen constantly. I'm just like blood fire. Can't hear nothing.
And away ties by pot and does not represent the order of the matches of each team. The match calendar with the dates and kickoff times of the matches will be released on Saturday.
Okay, so even after the draw, we don't actually get any kickoff times and dates and stuff until Saturday. So don't go booking your flights just yet. Pot 1. Don't get banned. Worst comes to worst, it would just be a strike, but yeah, it's probably not worth it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Where you loving the side crash out? I was on a crash out tour, right? You know when an artist lists dates in different countries? I was on a crash out tour last night. As soon as I uploaded my Instagram post, if you haven't seen that, check it out. You'll have a lot of laugh. You should definitely follow me on Instagram this season because I'm active. I'm active like I was active on Twitter. That's my new thing now. I'm having a lot of fun. I'll be real. Some of you have seen it. You see I'm not playing games. Also, I think we have a super chat, so I'm going to get to that in 2 seconds. We got quite a few. All right. But yeah, I was on a tour. I was watching Saeed. I was watching Cams. I was watching Rants. I was watching Flex. I saw a bit of Liaz. I was on a crash out tour. I was really enjoying myself, to be honest. It was like watching highlights from the game, but only their interpretation of it. And it was brilliant to listen to, honestly. It was music to my ears. Imagine being in August and you're out of the cup. Like you've only got a shot at the FA Cup in August. That's mad. It's mad. And now, obviously, you know, this is sponsored by Final One Standing, so the link is in the description there if you're playing that. I don't even know who to pick. Genuinely, I don't even know who to pick. I don't know whether I was gonna go with Man United at home to Burnley, but now I don't really know if that's the play to make because I can't really trust Man United to handle business anymore. I don't know what to do, but obviously I'm still in the game. Chelsea Fulham is an interesting one, but I was gonna save Chelsea to Brentford after the international. Can't pick Forest. I've already picked them. Sunderland is actually an interesting one. At home to Brentford, I think. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking. Ty says, tried to take our club and we came back stronger. Big up, Ty. Super chat. Dan Morrissey says, big up, Matisse. Loving the content recently. Up the Chelsea. Big up, brother. Big up. So, the first team drawn is Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have been drawn. First team in pot 1. Let's see how this works. Is this going to be simple to read visually, or am I going to need audio to follow, or are you guys going to be a pain in the ass? Obviously, Bayern Munich have signed, or are looking to sign Nicholas Jackson. Is it going to be a loan? Is it going to be a permanent as an alternative option to Harry Kane? Kaka's just pressed the big button, and he's currently drawing out teams: Chelsea, PSG, Club Brugge, Arsenal, Sporting, PSV, Union, and Paphos. I think that is the group confirmed for Bayern Munich. That's their fixtures. Their first fixture will be Chelsea at home, if I'm getting this correct. If it's in order, which it should be. I mean, why would it not be? PSG away, Club Brugge at home, Arsenal away, Sporting at home, PSV away, Union at home, and Paphos away. Is that in order, chat? I don't think, maybe it's not. Maybe they'll just decide the order after. At the moment, they have us playing Bayern Munich away at the top. But I don't know if it's in order. Because right now, it feels like it's in the order of the pots and the quality of the teams, which is why PSG and Chelsea are up there. I don't think it's in order. Yeah, it's not in order. It's just the teams, because you can see pot 1 down to pot 4, they've listed those teams out. So Chelsea, Bayern Munich has already been drawn. So Chelsea, Bayern Munich will be a game away. We will travel to Bayern Munich in this phase. Now they're doing the rest of it as Kaká presses the big button. Barcelona at home. Barcelona at home. We will play Barcelona at home. Benfica at home. Atalanta away. Ajax at home. Napoli away. Napoli away. Paphos at home. And Qarabag away. No trip to Kazakhstan for me. No trip to Kazakhstan for anyone. But we will play Barcelona at home and Bayern Munich away. Those are the two teams that we got from pot 1. Also Benfica, also Napoli. Very mixed draw. Very interesting difficulty levels. We'll go over that later. Real Madrid. Not bad, but not great. I mean, listen, I don't really give a damn. Champions League, bring anybody to my doorstep. I don't really care, I'll be real. I'm ready to take on anyone. Real Madrid. Real Madrid. It's kind of efficient, this, isn't it? Very quick. Real Madrid will play Manchester City at home, Liverpool away, Juventus at home, Benfica away, Marseille at home, Olympiacos away, Monaco at home, and the Kazakh. Oi, that Real Madrid are going to Kazakhstan! Oh my days, that is a great draw for them, man. Our young 16, 17-year-old Kazakh striker will be playing Real Madrid at home. Real Madrid are going to Kazakhstan, the furthest possible away trip you could make in Europe, just on the border of China. Real Madrid are going to Kazakhstan. That is crazy. We're going to get to see what this kid's all about. He's playing Real Madrid. This is mad. Right. So, in pot 1, they're next drawing out Inter Milan. Obviously, as we go further and further on, you're going to have more of these fixtures basically done because we're finding out everyone's fixtures along the way anyway. I'm not going to lie. This is actually more efficient than the old way. And I must say, it's actually quite efficient. So Inter Milan are playing Liverpool at home, Dortmund away, Arsenal at home, Atletico Madrid away, Slavia Prague at home, Ajax away. They're also at home to Kairat Almaty at home and Union away. I'm obviously going to go through all of these groups in full at the end because I know it's confusing for people that are just listening. So don't worry. At the end of the draw, we're going to go through every single group, every single pot 1 team's fixtures, and then I will break it down for the English clubs who they're playing as well, because I know there's probably going to be Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, City supporters in here as well. So we'll just go through their fixtures at the end. This is very interesting. I like this though. Very efficient. Barcelona at home is a lot of fun. But we've got quite a difficult fixture list, I'll be honest. So Dortmund have Inter Milan at home, Manchester City away, Villarreal at home, Juventus away, Bodo Glimt at home, Tottenham away, Athletic Bilbao at home, Copenhagen away. That's Dortmund's fixtures. We've got Barcelona left, who we already know play Chelsea. And PSG, Man City, Liverpool. I'm excited about our fixtures, but they aren't easy at all. We definitely could have got an easier draw. If you're going in pot 1 and you don't get a Dortmund, you don't get an Inter Milan, and you're leaving with Barca and Bayern, it's not the easiest. But, you know, maybe it could have been worse. PSG, I don't know. We battered PSG, to be fair. I don't know. It's just interesting. Liverpool have got Inter Milan away, Real Madrid at home, and then we're going to see the rest of their draw. I'm looking forward to Barca at home. Obviously, we all remember it's a disgrace game. Atletico Madrid at home, Frankfurt away, PSV at home, Marseille away, Qarabag at home, Galatasaray away. That's Liverpool's fixtures. So Liverpool have got some interesting fixtures. They got Atletico at home. Atletico knocked them out of the Champions League a couple of years ago. Morata scoring, if you remember that. No, I don't think our matches are easy at all, bro. But this is what we're here for, to dine with the elite. We're not here to be doing up whatever was happening last season in the league phase, in the Conference League. Barcelona. So confirmed, obviously, Chelsea away. Let's see what they get. Who else is in pot 1? Man City. They must get Man City, surely. Barcelona. Oh, PSG. Barcelona have PSG at home, Chelsea away, Frankfurt at home, Club Brugge away, Olympiacos at home, Slavia Prague away, Copenhagen at home, and Newcastle away. I forgot all about Newcastle. In pot 4, Barcelona are going to St. James's Park, and they're going to Chelsea, and they're at home to PSG. I think Barcelona have got 3 really difficult fixtures, but then the rest of them are Europa League level. Frankfurt, Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Copenhagen. That is piss easy, those fixtures, I'll be real. If you're not battering all them teams there, then you got problems. So Barcelona, even though they got some tough games, 3 tough games, they got 5 easy ones. PSG, I'm sure they've got to play Bayern at home, Barca away. Let's see. People are saying the draw's rigged. Atalanta at home, Bayer Leverkusen away, Tottenham at home, Sporting Lisbon away, Newcastle at home, Athletic Bilbao away. So PSG will be at home to Newcastle. A copy of the fixture that happened a couple of years ago when Newcastle were first in the Champions League. If you remember, they were knocked out the group on the final game week, or well, the final match day of the group. They were knocked out in Paris, I believe, after a really resilient performance in the Parc des Princes. So that's a replay of that game. Man City's the last team. They have Dortmund at home and Real Madrid away. See what else they get. So I can't remember. I'm sure at this point it's a formality, it's a conclusion, but I can't remember who everybody's getting. Trent returns. We're going to talk about all the subplots, don't worry. Dortmund at home, Real Madrid away, Leverkusen at home, Villarreal away, Napoli at home, Bodo Glimt away in Norway, Galatasaray at home, Monaco away. That's really nice for City. Bayer Leverkusen are absolutely different kettle of fish now under Ten Hag with that whole team stripped. Dortmund have fallen off. Real Madrid is the toughest one. And the rest of it, okay, they got Napoli at home, but that's a really good draw. KDB is going to return to Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne is going back to Manchester. He will be going back to Manchester with Napoli. That's a very fun one. I'm going to pause the stream now because we don't need to hear any more yapping from them. So pot 1 fixtures. Very interesting. What are the subplots here? PSG Barcelona, PSG Bayern, PSG Tottenham, PSG Newcastle. Tottenham obviously just played PSG in the Super Cup final. PSG are at home in that game. Chelsea, listen, I don't think it's easy, man. It's not, but I back us there. You know, Barcelona at home. There's no reason why we can't go toe-to-toe there and try and get a win in that game. Bayern Munich away is a tough one. Make no mistake. Benfica at home, you got to win that. Atalanta away, you got to win that. Change of manager, I believe. Ajax at home, got to beat them. Napoli away is tough under Conte. Lukaku, we'll be going up against Lukaku at Napoli, no? Chelsea and Lukaku reunion in Naples. Scott McTominay, Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku. Who is the striker that just joined Napoli there the other... Well, I think Højlund's meant to be joining Napoli, but it's not confirmed. Billy Gilmore. Yeah, Lukaku's injured now, but will he be injured by the time we play? Obviously, if we play them early, then no. Some people are saying he's out for 3 months. If we play them in December... or even in early January, remember, there's a lot of international breaks. There's an international break in September. There's an international break in October. There's an international break in November. So the Champions League phase goes up until January. So he can still be available to play that game if that Napoli away game is in late December or early January. If he's out for 5 months, that's different. But some people are saying he's out for 3 months. Some people are saying he's out all season. I don't know when he's out till. But I'm just saying, don't rule that one out. Karabag away and Paphos, listen, anything less than 6 points and it's long. So I can see already just off the top of the dome, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points. 15 points out of those 8 games. 15 points. You beat Benfica. You have to beat Atalanta away. You got to beat Ajax at home. You got to beat Paphos. You got to beat Karabag. Get them 15 points, and you can piss about with buying away, and you can definitely get something out of Barcelona at home. Napoli away is a fun one as well. But you could definitely get 15 points. Karabag and Paphos, no disrespect. I'm not playing. I need aggregate scores. I need cricket scores. Don't play with your food. Don't play with your food. Hairline against Barcelona. If they come to the bridge, I'm sure they're going to attack us. Hansi Flick doesn't seem to change regardless of wherever he goes. We saw the games against Benfica last season in the Champions League. There was a lot of goals against Benfica going left, right, and centre in all directions for all goals. So it's not like as if Barcelona are the most airtight team in the world under that manager. You get someone like Pedro Neto running in behind. You get Esteval running in behind. Dare I say it, you get Alejandro Garnacho running in behind. I know he can run. I don't know what happens after the run, but he will run. He will definitely run behind the line. I don't know after that what happens. And then you've got Gittins, who's very quick as well. So you've definitely you can look, some Barcelona fans, you ain't beating us. It's good to be back, baby. It's good to be back. We got history with Barcelona. We got history with Barcelona. You guys came to the bridge 4-2, John Terry with the header. You know what I mean? 3-0 up inside, what was it, 15, 20 minutes? Messi rolling around on the floor down that left-hand side. Ronaldinho with the beautiful little, individual artistic goal. Then we had drama. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Didier Drogba, Ballack, Anelka. How many penalties we should have had? Handballs. All sorts of nonsense. Last-minute equaliser from Iniesta after Essien, one of the best goals at Stamford Bridge you've ever seen in your life, gave the ball away for Xavi, I think, to slip it over to Iniesta. And then revenge. Revenge, bitch. Yeah? Come to your neck of the woods. You're one of the best teams in all the land. And Ramirez dinked it over Valdez, right? Lampard, one of the best assists you'll ever see. Fernando Torres in behind, yeah? Well, it wasn't even in behind because there was nothing back there in the first place. Bob's your uncle. Auntie's your aunt. Hold that in your own stadium, yeah? I'm ready to go again with Barcelona any day of the week. This is why I always say Ala Madrid. Bring me Lamine Yamal. Bring me Lamine Yamal. It will be Esteval versus Lamine Yamal. Bring me Lamine Yamal. How many years did we deal with Messi? How many years did we deal with Leo Messi at this football club? He only scored against us when Courtois went in goal in that 18 season. Bring! Cucurella will have you for breakfast. Yeah? Fellow Spaniard. Cucurella will have you for breakfast. Bring! Bayern Munich away. Obviously, it's going to have to be Harry Kane. Obviously, it's going to have to be Elise after the court case. Elise, deal that never went through. We're going to be going up against him. Gnabry, Luis Diaz, of course. But it is what it is. Vincent Kompany, the manager that we nearly hired. It's going to be a very interesting battle. Bring. Benfica is Benfica. Benfica is Benfica. Atalanta is Atalanta. Ajax is Ajax. And Napoli with Lukaku and Sir McTominay and Gilmore and De Bruyne and all these guys. And yeah, man, there's stories to be written. Let's go through some of the other English clubs as well because we don't want to leave them out. They got something to say, I'm sure. Arsenal. It's really difficult to tell with the way it's laid out here what all of their fixtures are. Same with if you're not in pot one, it's really difficult to follow what you're doing and where you're going. So you need to get yourselves into pot one, guys. It's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? We're in pot one, City are in pot one, Liverpool in pot one, right? The last 3 English teams to win this trophy are in pot one. It's really simple, nicely laid out. We've clearly been prioritized. All of you pot 2 teams, pot 3, pot 4, wherever you are, really difficult to tell what you're doing. Don't know where you're going, don't know when, don't know why, don't even know if you're even here to help. Because we're really here to respect the nation that is England. We put our best foot forward in Europe. I don't know if you know about that. What we tend to do when we go on these journeys into Europe, we tend to actually do well. We tend to win shit, tend to lift, armpits. Please don't embarrass us. If you're not serious, Arsenal, if you're not serious, Tottenham, and if you're not serious, Newcastle, please just leave. Just leave early because some of us are actually going to do damage. Some of us are actually going places. Some of us have actually got serious intentions. If you're just here to muck about, then obviously just let us know. Contact us, inform us early, and we can find an exit strategy for you, right? The real kings of Europe are back now. We took a bit of time off. They call it maternity leave. We had a kid, many kids, right? Got a lot of kids in the club now. We took a bit of a break. We kind of let you guys go ahead and see if you could do something. You didn't do anything. You couple Declan Rice free kicks against Real Madrid. Ooh la la, and we're back now. So if you just step to the side, right? If you just take a seat, move to the side, Kings of Europe are back now, right? It's been an absolute pleasure, though, watching you fail on the grandest stage. Yeah, just move. Yeah. Liverpool, how many Champions Leagues? Man City got 1, bless them. We got 2, looking for 3rd. Man United, we're looking to equalise, as we should have already, to be honest. Been cheated how many times in this comp? Luis Garcia, cheat. Iniesta, cheat. Yeah? If Drogba didn't get sent off in Moscow, we all know how that goes. Let's be real. Yeah? So, yeah, just move out the way now. Yeah? It's been a pleasure. If you don't mind. Trying to be polite about it, but at the same time, you understand Kings of Europe have entered the building now. So it's important that you just move. Right, let's see. They're not even going through Pot 2's fixtures. Are they going to line it up nicely for everybody to read out? Or Arsenal fans having to do... I think it's Arsenal and Tottenham and they're having... Newcastle fans, they're having to do like calculations and shit. Having to get calculators out, protractors, rulers, all sorts of equipment. You know when you get those little Casio sets and then you can go and get all your different bits of equipment and put it all together. They're out here having to do all sorts to try and get their fixtures. I know they did the fixtures, but it's like, where's the order? It's confusing as hell. Can't see shit. Hurry up, man. Show me. What's going on here? Pot 2. Are they going to read this out? God damn. All right, let's go. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. Talk now, won't talk later. Come on. Let's see. Kaka. It's on the website. It is on the website. Don't worry. Don't be upset now. All right? Don't be upset. Cool. It is on the website. I just didn't want to visually give it. Right, so Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague. Are you going to Kazakhstan? No. You're at home, aren't you? Interesting. That would have been a trek. That would have been a very, very, very long trek. I think that's home for you, yeah. Let's see. And obviously, Athletic Bilbao. Again, you should be fine. You should be fine. Obviously, Atletico Madrid's going to be just the battle of the brute force. Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich, but Inter Milan are a shadow of their former selves based on what I've seen in the Club World Cup. The rest of the fixtures are winnable. Arsenal should have no issue going through whatsoever. Their fixtures are pretty piss, I'll be real. Apart from Atletico and Bayern, the rest of the fixtures are easy. Easy. So Arsenal will be fine. Man City, Dortmund, Madrid, Leverkusen, Villarreal, Napoli, Bodo Glimt, Galatasaray, Monaco, Real Madrid. Yeah, City's fixtures are easy. Napoli at home. Galatasaray away. No, Galatasaray's at home as well. They've not even forced City to go to the trenches. They've not even forced City. Villarreal's a lovely trip. Lovely trip. Monaco's a lovely trip. Bodo Glimt is a lovely trip. This is a farce. They didn't even send their ass to Dortmund, send their ass to Galatasaray, send their ass to Napoli. They've got all of the kind of, atmosphere, kind of big hype kind of games all at home at the Etihad. That's a damn shame. Because those away games would have been much more interesting on paper, but the home games they should be dealing with. Arsenal just got Inter Milan away, really. That stands out. Everything else should be bread and butter for them. Who else is there? Liverpool, Real Madrid, Inter Milan away, Atletico, Frankfurt, PSV, Marseille away, Galatasaray away. Galatasaray away is a tough one. Obviously, Turkish League have been spending a lot of money this summer. I'm sure they're still trying to spend more money. So that'll be interesting. But let's see what Newcastle have got. Tottenham away at PSG. That's long. That's pretty long. Newcastle. Newcastle away at PSG as well, yeah. Depends on the way their window ends. But at the moment, that's a tough twice a week situation for Newcastle with no strikers and someone that doesn't want to be at the club. I want the smoke. Big up for the super chat. HTX. Abraham says, any match up predictions? I'd love to see Chelsea face teams like, we've already gone through it, but Chelsea face teams like Barca, Dortmund, Napoli. We've got Napoli, we've got Barca. For Arsenal, they'll probably give us Madrid again. And you didn't get Madrid. You got Bayern, so don't worry about that. But yeah, we got two of the teams that you was looking at, Abraham, that you'd think we'd get. Have you ever imagined give it? No, you are something else. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to just block you. I'll be honest. I'm very tempted. I don't often block someone that sends a super chat, but I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to block you. Because really, why wouldn't I? That's what I'm struggling with now. Why not? Why not? Why? What is stopping me right now from blocking your ass? I want to know. Why wouldn't I? Man sends in a 199 super chat with some foolishness at the end. Why not? Why not? Especially if you're going to make this a habit and you're going to keep doing this. You know what I mean? It's something to consider. Let me just put a star next to your name and I'll make a decision later. But you're definitely on a list. I'll be real. You're on a list now. You're definitely on a list. Assad says there's hope as long as that fraud doesn't invert. Assad, very consistent. Right now, they're just doing up order. I'll do the order at the end. I'm not going to read out orders, honest to God. We'll just go for it at the end when it's done. At the moment, they're sorting it out. Like in Trash says, I'd say Chelsea get 18 to 21 of those 24 points. Comfortable top 8. We're facing all of the Champions League champions. Carragher and Scholes said we don't face in the Club World Cup. Do you know what's so stupid about the logic, right? And it would have taken just one sentence to shut it down. Are Argentina World Cup winners if they didn't face Italy? Answer me that. Because Italy wasn't at the last World Cup, but they won the Euros. So Italy are the champions of Europe on the international stage, but they wasn't at the World Cup. So is Messi really a World Cup winner if he didn't play Argentina? It's almost like this is done in a certain format, in a certain way, qualifying-wise. I don't know. It's mad. Crazy logic. That's all you need to do to shut it down. That's all you have to do. I didn't see anybody saying Argentina aren't the World Cup winners because they didn't play Italy. No one gave a shit about Italy, yeah? No one gave two shiny shits about Italy not being in that World Cup. Why? Because they clearly wasn't as good as they was when they won the Euros. And to be honest, they won the Euros and England bottled it. Let's be real. Because that Italy team wasn't even that great. England just bottled it. So it's peak. It's peak out on these streets. And best believe if Liverpool win the next Club World Cup, if they're in it, and the champions of England that year aren't in it because they didn't do what they need to do in the Champions League, you're not going to hear the same rhetoric and the same logic that you heard with Chelsea. You're just not going to hear it. Hi to champions of Spain, Germany, Italy. Nice to meet you. Yours kindly, champions of the world. Bring it on. That's a great point. We're playing the La Liga winners. We're playing the Serie A winners. And we're playing the Bundesliga winners as well. Are we playing any other winners from any other nations? Let me know in the chat. Let me go and check. Benfica. No, Benfica didn't win the Portuguese league. That was Sporting, I think. Ajax I don't think Ajax won the Dutch league. Quarabag must have won their league. Paphos must have won their league. I don't know. Did Ajax win it? Did Ajax win it, yeah? They came second. I'm pretty sure they came second. And Atalanta definitely didn't win, of course. So yeah, I don't think Ajax won. They bottled it. That's it. They bottled it. Exactly. Right. I'm not going to lie, yeah. I don't really care about the order of all of you guys. I just want to know my order. Your order is your problem. Where is Chelsea? Top of the pile, Chelsea. Is our order confirmed? I don't think it is. It still looks to be in pot order. Paphos also won it. Newcastle signed a striker. Who did Newcastle sign, chat? Who did Newcastle sign? Let me see. Nick Voldemort. Nick Voldemort. Is that confirmed? Someone said, I beg your fucking pardon. That's 90 goals for Harry Kane. Harry Kane scored 90 goals for Bayern Munich. They've signed Nick Voldemort, done deal according to Florian Pettenberg. He should be reliable if it's a German club. He's a bit suspect, this guy. Full agreement with Stuttgart, 85 million euros fixed fee, 5 million in add-ons. This is all in euros. The player's on his way and has already said goodbye to the squad. If this is the case, and it's a hell of a lot of money, let me just work out what that is in pounds. I'm pretty sure that's about 67 million pounds. Then Jackson, no hope in hell is Jackson going to Newcastle. 73 million pounds! £73 million for Voldemort. Here we go soon. Talk about having to pay over the odds. Newcastle United. Let's see how good the kid is. He was linked with Bayern Munich. The deal didn't go through. I think it collapsed for whatever reason. I can't remember. Nicholas Jackson will not be going to Newcastle for any good fee after they've broken that budget on him. I'm sure now they'll be looking for a Wilson replacement. This must be their Isak replacement, which means Alexander Isak should be going to Liverpool for a British transfer record in the next couple of days. Keep an eye on that. That is going to happen now. There's no way this guy is a Callum Wilson replacement for that fee. So this is their Alexander Isak replacement. Absolutely. I don't know how good he is. I have no idea whatsoever how good this guy is. I've not watched him. I've just seen that he was linked with Bayern, and that's that. I have no idea. That's a lot of money. Anybody in the chat who's watched him, let me know in the chat. Is he worth the money? Is he any good? Let me go and check his statistics. So that means Jackson's most likely now going to have to go on loan with an obligation, I hope, to buy to Bayern Munich. If this is a straight loan with no obligation and no money, no permanent deal, I'm not going to be a very happy man. I'm really going to be quite pissed off, actually. 23 years old, Voldemort. That's a big boy transfer. 12 goals in the Bundesliga last season in 28 games. Let me crunch these numbers. 12 goals in the Bundesliga last season. What in the hell is going on in this transfer window? People are saying he's got potential. Bundesliga tax, he's not clinical. Let me take a look at the minutes. It's always good to take a look at the minutes when you're talking about these kind of things. He's played 1,620 minutes, 28 games, 12 goals. So if I'm to crack this down, it's less than 20 full 90s. So you can scrub that 20 appearances off a little bit. Let's crack it down some more. He's played 18 full 90s. So forget the 28 games. In 18 full 90 minutes, he's scored 12 goals and assisted 2 in the Bundesliga. That makes his statistics per 90 look a lot better. 17 goals in all comps, scored 5 in the cup in 5. Obviously, he could have been playing against lower league German clubs, but that was in 490 minutes. He got 5 goals. That's pretty good return rate. But yeah, he's basically scored 12 goals in 18 full appearances in the Bundesliga last season, which is not that bad at all. I've not watched him. I can't really say too much more, but all I know is Isak's going to Liverpool, guys. Isak is going to Liverpool. That's that done. Wow. That's a big bomber. Some people are saying Berbatov 2.0. Some people are saying overpay. Some people are saying he's nowhere near Ekitike's levels. Some people are saying he plays similar to Ekitike. I rate Ekitike. He's got mad dribbling skills for a tall guy, but he misses sometimes. Is he the kind of profile that you guys would have expected Newcastle to replace Isak with in terms of similar profile? Sounds like it. In terms of he's in that category of play style. I don't know. He's very good, better than most of the players they've been trying to sign. So Nicholas Jackson, Bayern Munich, I think. Let me just let my editor know. Jackson won't be going to Newcastle. Wow. Well, listen, we could speculate until the cows come home, but at the end of the day, let's see how he does when he gets here. Esteval versus Yamal feels like that holy and the whole video. I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Let's see what the chat's saying. Okay, there's a couple of laughters. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm showing signs of unk, but I have no idea what you're talking about. He's a German Peter Crouch. And we lost Simmons, it seems. Would that be linked with the Simmons deal? I don't think it would be. No, there's no reason for that to be linked. But obviously, yeah, let's see what happens with Tottenham and if he wants to go to Tottenham or if he wants to wait for us. Okay. Right, I'm going to just put up a poll. We're going to be probably coming to a close in the next 15 minutes because we've kind of wrapped up pretty much everything. But I will put up a poll now. I want to ask, are you happy with the draw? Just want to get a general consensus. Because now I need to get on my transfer news. I need to go back to my transfer news brain because now we got Isak video probably soon, guys, to Liverpool. We got Jackson to Bayern Munich probably next as well soon. Garnacho, unfortunately, is going to have to be soon as well. And then it's Simmons or Lopez, but I don't think it will be Lopez. I think it's a smokescreen, so it's either Simmons or nobody. I don't think... I'm trying to think. Outside of that, Rodrigo's not going anywhere. That might be it for transfer videos this summer. I'm not going to cover hiccups, 4th choice centre-back. I'm not going to cover... Unless maybe if Donnarumma goes to City, that's a big one. Gurhey to Liverpool. Didn't really speak on Frimpong or Kirkes, but I don't know. Let's see. It's crazy that teams will gamble crazy money on Sesko and Voldemort and won't pay the same for Premier League proven Jackson. The disrespect is crazy. I think what is putting teams off Jackson is purely just the finishing. They must have obviously been looking at him thinking, yeah, we're not sure if you're going to be clinical enough, because when you look at Newcastle's attack, it's very geared towards someone that does need to score goals in the middle as well as provide and facilitate for others. I think Jackson does all the facilitating really well. He does the facilitating, he does the creation, he does the hold up. He'll definitely help with Gordon and Barnes and Elanga and Murphy, bring them into play and set them on their way with through balls and stuff. But if those guys are crossing into the box, which they will, and they're putting balls into the box, we can't, in good faith, say that Jackson, when crosses are coming into the box, is aware, has good box movement, and finishes ruthlessly. Instincts. So it's annoying because I think he'd do well, but it depends on your wingers. I think if you have wingers that are goal scoring and you're asking him to do a facilitating false nine, then great. If you're asking him to guaranteed bag, it's a bit of a gamble. I'll be honest. But listen, he's put up 25 goals in 2 seasons, so he gets goals somehow. You know what I mean? He finds ways to score. We don't know how he scores. The funny thing is with Jackson is he's got goals, but we don't have a finishing style that we can pinpoint to him. What type of finish does Jackson execute at the highest level consistently? We can't say anything. 1v1, that's probably his strength because he loves running in behind. But is it guaranteed? Is it really enough of a guarantee? No. Cutbacks, absolutely not. Aerially, absolutely not. Shots outside the box from angles, absolutely not. Picking out corners, absolutely not. Foot through the ball, power, absolutely not. If we're being honest, the guy doesn't have a consistent range of shooting. He doesn't have a consistent shot. He doesn't have a consistent shot. So that's the problem. And I think they're not keen. Jokes that United are the only Big Six team with no UCL. Yeah, everybody else is here apart from them. It's peak out on these streets. Very, very peak. All right, let's close down all this UEFA stuff. Cool. Wow. What a draw. What a draw. Let me just check Discord real quick. Also, FPL, I mean, it's probably too late at this point for you to be joining the league, but the code and the link is in the description if you haven't joined the FPL league. If you're not going to join this week, then you're probably cooked for the rest of it because international break's coming up. You could probably still claw it back, but after this, it's done. Let's take a look. This is mad. Atalanta have tweeted, let's hope it's not too cold when we play. At Chelsea. So obviously talking about Cole Palmer with that tweet. The latest is still that Tottenham are in talks for Xavi Simons. Until you hear that Tottenham have agreed personal terms with Xavi Simons, that's when you need to be thinking, oh, maybe we won't get him. But he hasn't put down personal terms. I don't know how desperate we are for this profile. That's what I'm asking. Like, we've sold Chukwuemeka. We've moved on in Cuckoo. We have Esteval that goes into the 10 after Palmer. And we have João Pedro that goes into the 10 after Palmer. But when you're selling or moving on Jackson, and this is the point, and I'm going to say it again, because sometimes people really think it's a joke. If you're moving on Jackson, you are eliminating the option to consistently try 2 striker formations. Let me say it again, because I know at some point in this damn season, in the Christmas period, or in some game where we need a goal with 10 minutes left, and someone's dropped a stinker, or someone's injured, Man, them are going to be telling me the manager's not flexible enough and he's not doing different things. And So let's talk. If you've got 2 strikers, you cannot consistently commit to a 2-striker formation. The same 2-striker formation that we saw against West Ham that we scored 5 goals. If you do not sign Simmons or Lopez, who is the backup 10 for Cole Palmer? Not Enzo Fernandez, not Andre Santos, not Esteval. Who is the backup 10? Because it can't really be João Pedro because you've already got him up front. Unless you're going to have Delap and nobody on the bench. So the depth is a bit spooky. Again, I'm not saying this because Jackson has to stay. I'm saying this because my opinion is 3 strikers. And one of them is someone that plays off the striker. And we saw it against West Ham. I would be replacing Jackson with someone if we sell Jackson. I don't want this to come back and bite us in the arse, but I have a feeling it will. Couple injuries, man, them are going to be losing their mind. We got home to Barcelona, followed up by whatever fixture it is in the Prem, and then people are shitting themselves. I'm just saying. You know what the fixtures are now, Champions League. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Napoli. Please, let's not go into this season underarmed. All right, cool. So Voldemort, here we go. Confirmed. Fabrizio has just tweeted. He said, here we go soon. 5 minutes later, here we go. Confirmed. 80 million euros plus add-ons. Medical in England next 24 hours. Done deal. Isak is going to get done in the next 40 hours. So it's going to get very interesting now. It's going to get very interesting. Larson. No, they're not. So they won't go for Larson now. They won't go for Jackson. They're going to be going for a player that is cheap. Or is more backup mode. I'm interested to see who they get because they still need another striker, Newcastle. I'm very interested to see who they get. Very interested. But Strand Larson, oh, you would take him at Chelsea. Okay. Right, it's going to be interesting. LJ Brown, date of fixtures released Saturday. Yeah, date of fixtures was released Saturday for Champions League. CJ says Rodgers late bid, Javi not worth 60 million. I don't think Rodgers is worth what I've been hearing. Rodgers is not worth 80 million pounds. And that apparently is what Aston Villa are looking for. He's not even worth 70 million pounds. I'm going to keep it a buck. When you're signing someone like Cole Palmer for what we got him for, when you're even looking at Kudus, right, for 55, Kudus and Rodgers is not really much of a difference in terms of quality. So for me, 70 million for Rodgers, 80 million? Nah, man. That's some foolishness. That is literally Chukwuemeka with a chance and no injuries. That's what that is. I'm not having it. If he's 45, 50, 60K, cool, let's talk. That's pretty much in the range of what everybody else has been going in for. But 80? I don't care if he's Young Player of the Year. I don't give a rat's bollocks behind if he's Young Player of the Year. Phil Foden was Player of the Year 2 years ago. Now Phil Foden, if I ask you, would you take Phil Foden? Most of you will say no. Let's keep it a buck. If I say now, would you take Phil Foden or would you prioritize Palmer, prioritize Kendry Pires, prioritize Esteval? If I ask Arsenal fans, would they take Foden or would you prioritize Wanyeri, prioritize Saka, prioritize Dalman? How many of you are saying no, no, no? This man was Player of the Year. This man was Player of the Year. They were saying build the England team around him. I don't care what accolade or what award you picked up. Yeah? Sancho was once a golden boy. He was once a golden boy. And now he is just a boy. Now he's just a boy. I don't give a damn. Man said about awards. You think I give 2 shits? I don't care. They got Rice in the team over Caicedo because of 2 free kicks. Does that mean I'm taking Rice over Caicedo? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't really business with these awards no more. I'll be real. When the PFA team came out a couple weeks ago, I just said, oh, cool. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not interested. All these award ceremonies is voting and looking for validation and accolation of people who they're not even watching all the games or there's some sort of political thing going on. I don't give a damn anymore. I don't care. Bring me the team trophies, man. Even the Ballon d'Or, I don't care. I don't care anymore. From the moment they didn't give it to Lewandowski and they just cancelled it for a season, I don't care. There's not enough credibility in these things anymore. I'm so serious. I don't care. I don't care. Chukwemeka with a chance. But I'm being serious, bro. Do you know how much of a talent Chukwemeka was at Aston Villa? Why do you think we had to pay up 20 million for this guy before he'd even kicked a ball in the Premier League? You know that, right? 20 million and he'd not even kicked a ball. Now, the wages were crazy because that's Todd Bowley's just on a madness, but bro, it's crazy. All right, cool. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. What's going on there? We're gonna be coming to a close soon. Keep getting your chats in. Keep getting your chats in. I got a lot of recording ahead of me in the next few days, man. It's daunting. Luckily, I know about all these players moving, so I don't really need to worry too much. But it is long. So Chelsea. We don't have the order of these fixtures. We just have the fixtures, right? We don't have the order. Yeah, we don't have the order. When's the Europa League draw and all that stuff? Strasbourg. I'm kind of interested to see what Strasbourg in the Europa League this season or conference? I think they're in the Conference League. I think they ended up in the Conference League on the last day. Let me know in the chat. Kind of interested to see who they get. I'm kind of intrigued. 25-26 group stage. Lamine Yamal will be playing at Stamford Bridge. We will see him in the flesh. Former target Elise will be going up against Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez will be playing against Benfica again, his old club. Hato up against Ajax. Hato will be going up against his old club, and it is a replay of the game 4-4, which I was at Stamford Bridge all those years ago with Ziyech versus Kepa. Lukaku, Conte, Kevin De Bruyne, all up against Chelsea again. On the return, it's a shame they're not coming to the bridge, but we're going to Naples. David Luiz will return to Stamford Bridge with Paphos. David Luiz will return to Stamford Bridge with Paphos. I have no idea who Paphos are, but Stamford Bridge will be welcoming David Luiz. Chat. I didn't even realize that one. Is this a Cypriot team? He just moved there the other day. Oh, so that's why he went over there, because he's getting the Champions League football. I was wondering, is it Greek or Cypriot? I was wondering what this brother's gone over there to Paphos for. He's going for the Champions League football in the lovely sunshine. Okay. He's not retired yet. Nah. It's a Cypriot team, isn't it? David Luiz. The return of David Luiz. Don't forget, if Andreas Christensen is registered with Barcelona, I don't think he plays much games for them, but he would also be returning to Stamford Bridge as well. Christensen, the same Christensen that actually made the mistake in 2018 against Barcelona, playing it across his own goal in the game against Barcelona at Stamford Bridge. So there's a lot of reunions. There's a lot of returns. There's a lot of subplots. There's a lot going on. Very exciting games, I can't lie. Very, very exciting games. I love this. I love this. This is what we need. This is what we're on. Smoke. Fermin Lopez, of course, if we were to get him from Barcelona, would then be playing against his old club, Barcelona, in that game as well as in Stamford Bridge. People are saying, Fermin Lopez, here we go. That is a load of bullshit. I am now blocking you for wasting just everybody's time, energy in this chat. Don't be coming in there spamming shit. Otherwise, I'm actually going to put it on slow mode. You just ruined it for everyone. You see what you've done? You see what you've done? You see, you're that guy. You're that guy that comes into the party and you just ruin the party for everyone. Like you coming into the party has just ruined it. That's what you've done. You're that guy. You're that guy. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's having drinks. Everybody's, drinking shots off belly buttons and doing all sorts of beer pongs and all sorts. And you just come in and you say, oh, guys, the homework's due tomorrow. I think we should wrap this up. That's you. That's what you are. No one told you to speak. No one asked for your opinion. He called the cops. Facts. This brother just called the cops. Now the thing's on slow mode. All right, cool. There's no here we go. Please stop spamming this nonsense. There's no here we go. There won't be a here we go today. It's 8-6. It's you know, you need to understand. Fabrizio hasn't had time to build this shit up. You know what I mean? Let him build it, man. Let him build it. He hasn't had time to build it. Let him build it. Let him take us on a journey first. You know what I mean? Nobody's taking that guy. Listen, I don't know what everybody's opinions on Lopez are actually. So what I'm gonna do, we've got 10 minutes left, I think, until I'm gonna wrap this stream up. But I am enjoying. And it's not like anything's broken. So let's just ask the chat. I think most of you are Chelsea fans at this point. The rivals have obviously got their draws and everything. If you are a rival and you got an opinion on it, feel free to put it in. Simmons or Lopez? I'm gonna put up a poll. I actually want to find out what the general consensus is on this because I need to know what people are thinking, feeling, what they want on this here. We got 2 players. Pick one. Chelsea. Talk to me. Talk to me. What do you want? What do you want? Are you going to watch Strasbourg? I'll try. Absolutely, I'll try. I'm not gonna say I'll watch them every week, but if I can catch an odd game here and it's not clashing with other commitments, then I'll be there. Listen, Strasbourg's team's very entertaining. I'm looking to see Penders. I'm trying to see Kenji Pires. I'm trying to see Go Diego Go if he's still there, even though he's not our player. Mamadou Sarr. You know, who else have we loaned out there? Probably others I'm forgetting about off the top of my head. But yeah, man. Absolutely. If they're playing today, I'm not gonna be able to watch it today because I need to start prepping these videos because we all know that. Listen, I'm not gonna be on Twitter for the next 72 hours relentlessly. I got other shit to do. But Isak is happening. I gotta prep that. Garnacho is happening. I'm not gonna prep it, but I'm gonna make sure that we're ready for that. What else is happening? Jackson to Bayern Munich is gonna happen now. What else is gonna happen? Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. I don't know about this Simmons one right now. Simmons is already in the back end anyway, but it's, boy. I don't know, man. Second leg. Okay. I'll probably have it on the background. Who they play in second leg? What's the situation? Is this to go qualify for something? Surely everybody should have been qualified now if they're doing the draw. Or is the other draws tomorrow? Playoff blood clot. Europa Conference League qualification playoff. Oh, God. Christ. You got to qualify for that thing? I thought they were just going to be in it. You got to qualify for that? God damn. Yeah, brother, please. Qualify for this. Conference League qualifications. Penders is starting. Mamadou Sarr starting. It's only 2. Bloodfire. Where's Kenji Pires, man? He's on the bench. He's on the bench. He's not even starting. He's on the bench. You're having a laugh, honestly. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. Did we play a qualifier as well? Oh, yeah, against Serviette. Oh, it's just disgusting, honestly. Dark days, man. Dark days, dark days, dark days. Dark days. Goodness me. I'm going to close that poll because it's quite conclusive. Pretty much nearly 80% going in favor of Simmons. That is mad. YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? Age restrict. Hold on a fucking second. Nah. Not again. Nah, not again, YouTube. Let me read this shit out because you lot need to know what's going on. This is the kind of shit I'll be dealing with. I'm live and you're... How you age restricting me when I'm live? It looks like UEFA Champions League 25-26 draw league phase my live may not be appropriate for younger audiences under our community guidelines. What the hell did I do? I'm here talking about football Champions League draw. What did I do? How can I not be for all ages? We placed an age restriction on this. What do you mean? Is that why the concurrent just dropped? Review and take action. I'ma take action. What we found. What the fuck? I ain't selling goods. Resolution options. What's going on? Or this AI, I swear. AI. You need to start using humans to detect what's going on. You can't be using AI. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm appealing. Take no action. I'm appealing. I'm appealing. Me and YouTube are beefing live. Me and YouTube are beefing live. These men think I'm selling. These men think I'm selling. They think I'm shotting. I'm not shotting anything. If you lot don't overturn that decision right the fuck now, I swear on God, I'll march right up to headquarters and have a word. This is outrageous. Age restriction. After everything we've been through these last 5 years, you lot ain't got no manners whatsoever, you know. I need to be seeing that shit overturned right now whilst I'm still live. How you gonna age restrict me while I'm live? Do you know how rude that is? I'm literally live right now. Now, these lot are taking the piss. These lot are taking the piss. I was out here with a top off and they didn't age restrict it. No, it's not nothing to do with cursing. Ain't got nothing to do with cursing. No, don't be talking about this cursing nonsense. Ain't got nothing to do with that. What do you think this is? CBBC or something, or some sort of... What are you talking about? Man, I don't even feel like being on this platform anymore now. I'm just going to just leave, man. Wrap this shit up. Just ruin the vibe. Ruin the vibe. Nah, they killed the vibe, man. Killed the vibe, I'll be real. She ain't fun anymore. It's not sweet. She ain't sweet. Can't even threaten them with Twitch because that platform's finished. Let's be honest. I can't even threaten them. They know I ain't going anywhere. Yeah, they know I ain't going anywhere. They know we ain't going anywhere. We ain't going anywhere. I'll be real. We ain't going anywhere. Oh my days. Oh man. Bro, Twitch is cooked, man. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get sorted out. We'll get sorted out. All right, Fez. All right, cool. Cool. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. It's fine. No problem. I ain't family friendly no more. Oh, damn. All right, I'm wrapping up because I can't lie, yeah. They've ended the stream. No, I'm joking. They haven't. I could have stayed on, but I'm gonna wrap up because I need to lock in. I need to lock in. I need to eat. I need to lock in, and we need to make some transfer videos. So whilst I'm disputing this with YouTube over PSR FFP restrictions that they put on me for the Champions League campaign, they're trying to kick me out of the competition we just got in. If you ain't checked out in Cuckoo videos up, that's not age restricted. So you can all see that. And I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. And when I come back, I expect this shit to be corrected. I'm not gonna lie. When I return, whenever that is, that better be gone. I'm not threatening, but I'm just saying I'm not impressed. This is hella awkward. I've never been age restricted while I'm live. I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna go have dinner, and then hopefully everything's sorted by the time I finish eating. Love. Have I read out all the supers? I think I read out all the supers. All right, we gone. I'm gonna have a word with my lawyer. I'm gonna speak to my lawyer. Yeah, we gonna talk. All right, go smash up the icons. I'll see you guys in a bit. It's always eventful, always interesting. Love.